Welcome to the Dog Chug. Tonight is not going to be a great show because we are down Ed.
Yeah, we're down Ed.
Nuts. And that's a shame. It's going to be a horrible show because he's what makes us great. He did not pay me to say that. I'm saying that because I believe it. How's everyone else doing? Are you guys excited for this mediocre show?
As excited as I can get, yeah. It's playoff time, baby.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. Another little playoff baseball really helps pour the sweet on the brown sour right now, man. So I'm having a good time with that.
I knew if we let Nick, he would mention the Browns. It's, you know what, man? Today, I get home, I walk in the door in the seventh inning, bottom of 7, just ended. Kick off the work boots, kick off the, and I just go upstairs and turn on the TV. And I sat down and just in time. It was incredible. I tell you what, it was so good that I was feeling like, look at this. These kids today, these crazy kids. First is mac and cheese on everything. And now they put alcohol in their juice boxes like when they were kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. So I got one of these beat boxes because it's all the rage, and it's the hard tea, and I'm gonna do a chug tonight with it. Because Andy, I want to
be careful. You're gonna be out by 10 o'clock. That stuff is strong, man. It's like Robitussin. Here, why don't you give a nice little hearty chug of that and just let us know how you. All right.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna chug the whole thing at once. It's like 11.1 or something. This is nuts. This is what was that beer we got? The vampire beer we bought.
I don't remember. Well, all right. He's gonna do it. Whoa, that's pretty big.
Oh, that's a glug right there. That is a glug.
How'd that hit?
Good. You know what? This is like a Long Island iced tea. I want a glass with some ice and drink it like a Long Island. I got the hard tea. So
I'll tell you what,
good.
man.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, we got a Yinzer in here that I go back and forth with pretty frequently, and I think you'll appreciate this, friend. I called when I was on this show, 3 months ago, before the Guardians had any real chance at the playoffs. I called the Cleveland Guardians the Pittsburgh Steelers of baseball, and I stand by that, man. They just it doesn't matter who they lose, what talent is there, not there, whatever. They could have 2 of their premier pitchers suspended for gambling, and they're still going to make the playoffs. They're going to be over 500. That's just how they operate, man. That's the expectation, and that's what they do.
After that 10-game
Pittsburgh Steelers of baseball.
After that 10-game losing streak in July, me and Ed were saying they're the Pittsburgh Pirates of baseball.
I always had faith, man. I won a pretty juicy division bet. Not that I didn't throw that away on the stupid 49ers, but won a pretty juicy division bet.
I don't think there's ever been a baseball team
the Marlins.
That is the last 2 decades of Browns. So I have nobody.
The Marlins. The Marlins, they've only had 4 winning seasons and 2 World Series. So you can't say the Marlins, I guess, because they have won 2 World Series. But they're the worst franchise in baseball as far as how many times they've been in the postseason. So, that cancels them out, I guess.
We are in a league of our own.
Guys, it's funny you said that, Nick, about Pittsburgh, because I have a Yinzer tomorrow that's coming up, and I obtained a couple tickets for tomorrow's game, and he's coming up because he wants to go to a playoff baseball game. Said he's never been to a playoff baseball game. I said, there's no better place to go than Progressive Field. So,
no, that's for a fact.
Did you see Andy Filipone, the main voice of Pittsburgh sports talk, was in attendance for the Guardians playoff game today?
You're kidding me? No.
He sure was.
That's good.
He said basically the same thing. He wanted to know what playoff baseball was like.
Yep.
It's
Makes
all
sense. Makes total sense.
I was a little kid when Willie Stargell was in Pittsburgh, and I'm an old man now. That was a long time ago when Pittsburgh had good baseball.
So I want to talk about something. I'm sure you guys saw the little clip of Shedeur Sanders answering some questions today, but he didn't answer. He mimed everything. I guess he didn't want to give the media anything to, twist his words. How'd you guys all feel about that? Was it odd? Was it funny? Let's start with Roger. You always have an opinion.
I've already posted. I've already said at least to 3 or 4 different people. Let's go with the drive time geniuses over at 92.3 The Fan. Nick, what's his last name? Pedrone?
Wilson.
Yeah. He just thinks it's wonderful. You know what, man? It's childish. It's the right answer is. You know what the correct answer is? I'm just going to keep my head down and keep working. When my number's called, I'm going to be ready. But he can't say that because his head isn't down and he isn't fucking working. So he's got to be a smartass and he's got to do shit like that. And the Cleveland Browns deserve it. The fans deserve it for putting up with this
The
bullshit.
fans.
All of it. You all deserve it. You deserve it good and fucking hard too. Go Minnesota. Go Vikings.
You're a fucking asshole, Roger.
Here, hold on. Let me fix that. There we go. Yeah.
Hey.
All right. What about you, Nick?
I mean, okay. Now, you would never know it by the amount of Shedeur Sanders fans I have in my mentions right now, calling me a racist and all kinds of fun stuff, making fun of my appearance and the whole thing. You would never know it, but I have been one of Shedeur Sanders' biggest supporters since the Browns drafted him, right? But because I say one negative thing, I have all of Colorado Twitter in my mentions calling me every name that you could imagine because I said that he was being immature with his stupid answer. Listen, I get it. I don't think Rex Ryan had any business actually like saying what he did about Shedeur and criticizing him. I don't think Rex Ryan had any business doing that. But this was a perfect opportunity for Shedeur to just be supportive of his team and his teammates. Just give a very nothing answer, supportive. At what 31 other backup quarterbacks in the NFL would have done for their quarterback that's starting, except for Shedeur. I didn't like it. I thought it was immature. I thought it looked stupid, and it's a giant story. You should never have a story about your quarterback 3. Never, ever. And it's stupid, and it should be a non-bow, but because it's Shedeur, man, not a good decision, man.
All right. James, what do you think? Who's right on this one? Roger, Nick? You have your own take?
I agree with Nick. It's a third string quarterback. Why are we even talking about him? And it's because of his personality. It's why did we draft him? It's because of his personality. I don't think it's about his play. I think he's going to struggle whenever he decides. Well, between him and Stefanski, if Stefanski's still coaching our football team, when he hits the field and how he's going to handle it. Because unless Dylan Gabriel comes in and lights the world on fire, we will see Sanders get an opportunity at some time this season. It would be nice to check the box and go, you know what? He just can't play, right? I mean, we want to know going into next year. But as far as any immature comments, when I hear that, nothing surprises me based on why he slid to the 5th round. I'm sure that's a lot that has to do with it. It's not just about football performance. I do remember when they were interviewing some of the rookies where they were together back first when they got in Cleveland, and they were talking and showing some of the guys like some cooking skills. And I remember him making a comment, something about, it's like, yeah, I've never even cooked before. It's like, well, I guess that's the way you were raised. And I'm a huge Deion fan for being a Florida State fan. But it's his own path now. It's not with his dad. He's an adult. I know he's a young guy out of college, going to say some stupid shit. Who doesn't, right? But long-term prognosis says he's not on this roster, maybe even in the next year, depending on if there's a coaching change at the end of the season.
Ed is on the bowl the Browns will ever go to, the toilet bowl. Poopy Browns toilet bowl. Good one, Ed. Even when he's not here, he's still here. That's commitment.
Ed's cleaning out his colon
he's doing a colonoscopy tomorrow.
Oh,
Ooh.
Been there, man.
Yeah, he's
shit.
cleaning it out.
Yeah,
I told him his colon's going to be cleaner than Shedeur Sanders' uniform this weekend.
Brought to you
You
by
know what,
Dude
Nick?
Wipes.
I was getting, you know what, Nick? I got the racist bullshit too. And I'm the guy that's been standing on the table. Andy told me I was crazy on this very show in, was it 2023? Anyway, when I said, when Baker Mayfield shit all over the field in Green Bay on Christmas Eve, I said, give me Justin Fields, who was in the doghouse in Chicago. I said, that fucking kid, every Saturday I'd watch a Buckeyes game or see a score, say, oh, the Buckeyes are going to lose this week. It's halftime. They're up by 6 or they're down by, and then Justin Fields takes over. Every Saturday. And I said, man, give me that kid with a good coach and good talent around him. Even with the Jets this week, man, he still looked good. And there's nobody around him, man. I've been on the table, but I'm the racist because I think Shedeur Sanders, his dad, you know what? His dad can get a job in the UFL as a head coach. He can get all his kids over there, and they can all play in the UFL and retire jerseys and everything. It'll be awesome.
I just want to say, Lissandra, I think at least Justin can still run. Like Joe's like lack of mobility has been killing the Browns.
Right.
Absolutely killing the Browns. And I really don't think, like, I love Garrett Wilson, but I really don't think the Jets. I don't know what's going on in New York. I don't get it. It just seems like
I just always liked him, Justin Fields. Man, I'd have liked to see him with good talent around him.
I think Breece Hall.
And
I'm
a Michigan fan, for God's sakes. I'm a Michigan fan.
Oh.
Well, Breece Hall, in a post-game interview, if I'm not mistaken, it was him. He said they shot themselves in the foot. They came back from that, and then they shot themselves in the head. And that is how they lost to the Dolphins.
Wow.
Yeah, the Dolphins, man. 1 week. Yeah.
All right. My answer is, if you guys are all right on this one,
Andy, I'm sorry.
He shouldn't be. He should do something in this league before he starts giving that kind of answer. I know the media is annoying and the players probably hate doing these things, but just say the fucking easy thing that you say and move on. He did a pretty good job answering questions throughout the offseason, but today it kind of made me realize, well, that's why this guy dropped to the 5th round or wherever he dropped, 4th round. But I do have to agree with I'm a Colorado fan, so Nick, you are a horrible racist piece of shit. So I hope you die.
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Usually we have like the great break ed news and we do top 10s, but no Ed, none of that corny shit. So we're just gonna move it along. Hope the audience is okay. Ed would have had some hilarious horrible jokes that we would have all groaned over. So just pretend that's here and it's great. I do have an update.
Cleveland sucks.
There's a week of passive aggressive anger.
I asked, let's see here. Hold on.
The DM is just going to be a nightmare.
Where the hell is this? Hold on.
It's on his toilet right now. That son of a bitch, Andy.
Okay. So I did get an update from Chuck. I asked him if he wanted to come on the show tonight to talk about that great Guardians win. And he shared a story. He couldn't make it, but he shared a story. So do you guys want to hear it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You can't make it a holiday.
Chuck is a very obsessive Guardians fan. Has to watch every pitch. He's recently divorced, and now he started firing up his 2.0 dating life. He kind of told us a couple of things. So we haven't heard from him in a while. So I asked him what's going on. This is crazy. So he went on a date with an actual girl named Karen. Like, her name is Karen.
Nice.
That was my mom's name.
Okay, nice. But the dating and Karen's and I don't know. Point is, they went to Applebee's. This was a couple months ago. She's chewing wings like a raccoon in a dumpster, spilling bones on the plate. She's like talking about how voting is for morons because everything's scripted. Baseball's stupider than wrestling because at least in wrestling they flip chairs and do funny shit. She actually started clipping her toenails at the table. Can you imagine?
No.
Are they engaged?
He said one of them went in his ranch dip, which is disgusting.
A toenail?
Yeah. She said anyone that watches.
Were they sitting on a patio? Or, I mean, it shouldn't matter if you're indoors or outdoors.
Applebee's, so I don't know.
It's not the time.
she's going on about how anyone that watches baseball is an imbecile, and he's thinking about going to the bathroom and like climbing out the window and getting out of here.
Good
But
job,
then,
Chuck.
just then,
Right.
Arias hits like the home run to end that losing streak, and Chuck's brain shouts out, "Oh my God, she's my good luck charm!" So they start dating.
That's Chuck.
Hmm.
They're dating?
Yes, they start dating. They actually, they have a relationship, and then she decides it's cute that he has to watch every pitch. So they're dating now. She's gonna watch every pitch with him.
Wow.
At first, he was
Ooh.
like, "That's romantic. I'm excited."
Yeah.
So he thought it was sweet, and then this is his words, goddamn pitch, like she would scream out, "Come on, hit it harder!" Like she's like using her vibrator on herself.
Yeah.
Like he couldn't even concentrate on the game because she's just screaming that every time. During close spots, she's like shoving her phone to show him like cat videos on TikTok, which she's driving her crazy. She keeps making fun of Naylor's beard pubes, and Quan would never get fucked because he's so ugly. So he's ready to bolt, but the Guardians keep on winning.
Hardcore, isn't she?
They keep coming up in the standings. He shared some details about their sex life. First of all, she said, before you can even, get me going, you have to, this is disgusting, but that's what he said. You have to piss on my face. Otherwise I can't get wet. This is crazy. So he decides, okay, well, I'll put a tarp on the bed, I guess. And she's like, oh, no, you can't put a tarp down. The warmth and on the pillows is like the best part. So he does it. She basically said she's going to leave him if he doesn't do this. So he's obsessed with the Guardians. He does it. And she's screaming, "Thank you, Daddy," as he's like, she's gulping his piss. It's completely disgusting. And then he said, like, when they started having actual sex, it was like wet cardboard. So gross. Like as he was like pushing into her, she would like roll away. He said he couldn't even get like aroused. And then when it was time for him to orgasm, she said, "Dump your hot garbage deep, mix it with mine." So he finished. It was disgusting. And then the wins keep piling up. He can't quit. After Detroit, they won the 2 games against Detroit. She was whining that he loves the Guardians more than her, and she demanded that he puts a Yankees rules tattoo on his taint. He says, "No, I'm done." So they break up. Then they lose the next 3 games, and he went begging back to her house, and he got the tattoo. And he basically said, I'm not sure how much longer I could survive, but I'm going to keep going so the Guardians can win the World Series. That's where we're at.
And Chuck's taking one for the team, it sounds like. You think David Fry took one for the team? Chuck's taking one for the fucking team.
And yes, absolutely real. You can DM Chuck. He will tell you for himself. I even left some details out because they were crazy.
He's DM'd me, man, that he's in this relationship with this crazy woman, and because I haven't heard him. I haven't seen. I tried to get a hold of him. We tried to bring him on, and it's bad news for Chuck, man.
Well, Chuck, we're all thinking of you, and thank you for your sacrifice for our Guardians. We should really have like a
Chuck. Thank you.
Day.
Thank you, Chuck.
Like a Veterans Day
ceremony to honor Chuck's taint.
All right. Anyway.
See, I thought the bone in that I was going to be impressed with were the wings that she ate at the beginning, but the bone in went totally the other direction.
Oh,
so
yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Good luck, Chuck. It is playoff time, though. I mean,
it is.
So I give him credit.
Yeah, man.
Well, Lysandra, we're just explaining what Chuck's going through. He wanted this story to be told, and we're going to honor Chuck. We all need to know the sacrifices that people that love this team are making. So there we go.
I miss Chuck.
Wow.
He said he'd be on soon. Unfortunately, he's not allowed to come on podcasts since they started dating.
That's tough.
Very
That's what he told me.
A little bit of that V-neck.
So he told me. I said, "What is it? Let me talk to her." He wouldn't let me talk to her.
Oh, wow.
I said, "I'll straighten her out." Wouldn't not let me near her. I told
Maybe
him
we
I'd
can
straighten it out, get it fixed.
Did you
Let's see if we
know?
can get Karen on a future episode of this podcast. I'd love to interview her.
Can you imagine having Karen on?
Did you know that based on the baseball results today, the Guardians game could range anywhere from 1 o'clock to about 7:30?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
bit-
yeah. I've been seeing that. I've been looking. Hey, you know what? If you think about it, though, if this works out down the road and say they live in a trailer park or something, Chuck and Karen down at the end of row B. I mean, Chuck and Karen are perfect names. They kind of go together.
So right now, Yankees beat Boston, so that's tied 1-1. The Reds are up 2-1 against the Dodgers. If that game holds, then our game will be on at 1. If Dodgers come back and win, then it'll be at 308.
Okay.
So we're here for you guys. All right, let's move it along to Spit Sip Chug. Let's do this. You guys ready?
Yeah, yeah. You have some ready?
I have some.
That's gonna be. Oh, he's gonna be impressed. Now he's
Okay.
gonna be impressed. We haven't heard from him. I hope everything's
All right.
moving along.
James, we're going to start with you. And
All righty.
we all know the rules. If you don't know the rules, you'll figure it out because you're not an idiot. And this is the people in the chat. So I'm not going to explain it, and I'm not going to do Ed's stupid whole little thing. But here's the first one: Spit Sip Chug. Moving on to Gabriel this week reeks of desperation.
I'm definitely going to chug on that.
Ooh.
Number one, Stefanski's job to me is on the line every week. At least for me. That's where my stance is now.
Okay. Is
Yeah,
it me
James,
or is
you're
it
breaking up
James?
a little bit.
Yeah, I think James got taken over by a robot.
Why don't we let Nick go, and then we'll see if James's connection improves.
Ed,
And
I hear you. Go Buckeyes. Absolutely.
Guy,
Justin, I appreciate you
Oh.
saying.
I don't think he knows.
He might not know.
He's frozen now. James is frozen. There he goes. All right.
All right. When he comes back on, we'll get his take. It sounded like it was going to be a good one. But Nick,
I'm just gonna sip on this because I don't think it's desperation at this point when Flacco has been as rough as he's been. I don't think it's all on him, but I do think there's a lot of reasons to think that they should switch to Gabriel. So basically, it just feels like the logical choice. I said it on Monday after that game. Once you fall to 1-3, you're in a hole, and that's not a great place to be. I think the whole mentality around starting Flacco was, we have talent here. We're going to try to see if the veteran who's seen it, been there, done that, can help us get to wins. And if not, then I think you need to look at the rookies. So I don't think it's desperation. I just think it's logic. Once you get into a point where you're behind the 8 ball, it probably makes sense to especially to start the guy that Kevin Stefanski so clearly liked.
all right. That was good. I think James is back. James?
Yeah, I'm hardwired in. I don't know why that buffed out, but yeah, I was trying to say about it does reek of desperation. And I think it's Stefanski just leaning into another one of the rookies to have an opportunity to save his job by the end of the year. To me, that's where this all lies. If Dylan Gabriel can play well and show and challenge the front office that for next year that maybe we don't have to spend a first-round pick on a quarterback because this third-rounder came out of nowhere and performed well for a very bad football team right now. I still, no matter what his performance is, I still think it'd be really hard to get to that point. I think no matter what, that they're going to be looking quarterback in the first round. But yeah, it's just to answer your question, 100%. I think it reeks of desperation. But I agree with Nick as far as Flacco starting the season. If he can get wins, great, keep playing. But it just wasn't there, unfortunately. Flacco fever's dead. I'm really anticipating the Flacco's walk into the stadium wearing a throwback Tim Couch jersey because that's exactly where he's going to be heading sooner than later, is the couch. So
Nice. All right. So back in 2017, we had Deshaun Kaiser as our starting quarterback for the majority of the season. And that to me reeked of desperation because I don't know what they were doing. The kid clearly wasn't ready and they just kept trotting him out there. It was ugly to watch. We went 0-17 or 0-16, sorry. I think the difference between that team versus the Browns right now is you don't need a quarterback to do very much, maybe. Like, we don't have to have our offense leap to like middle of the league. I think we just need to not be the worst in the league. If this team can get to the point where like we have the 27th ranked offense, I think you're going to see a pretty dramatic difference with the way the defense is playing. And I think we have some winnable games coming up. Now, I really don't want Dylan Gabriel going against the Steelers next week. That's on the road. That's a pretty ugly test. But then again, Dorian Thompson-Robinson did that very thing. I think he had his first start against the Steelers, if I'm not mistaken.
Sure did.
And was able to gut it out just enough to win that game. So there's no reason we Gabriel can't put us in that position. Again, we need the defense to play amazing. We need to not turn the ball over. We need to really rely on the running game. But I think if those things happen, and that's a lot to ask for, I think Dylan Gabriel can do enough to keep us in the game, maybe even win the game. And I think this team needs to feel like they can win. And unfortunately, Flacco wasn't giving us that opportunity. So for me, I don't see it as desperation. I just see that they're doing everything they can to win. They went out and signed the offensive tackle, traded for the offensive tackle. I mean, like, they clearly have some urgency where they want to win. And maybe they're just trying to save their jobs. I don't really care. I'm glad we're not talking about the future of the Cleveland Browns. We're talking about the 2025 Cleveland Browns because I think that's what we need to do. So I'm all about making the switch. I probably would have waited till Miami, but they did it, and I'm excited for Sunday. So I am going to spit. Roger.
Give it to me again. Just because listen to you three, and then I want to hear.
Moving on to Gabriel this week reeks of desperation.
Oh man, you know what? Everything they've done since you remember the movie Billy Madison when he's in the kitchen with his buddy that's 7 and they're calling the teacher that's hot and like finding out if she's got a boyfriend. Everything that they've done since Deshaun Watson said, no, I don't want to go to Cleveland. And Andrew Berry's like, find out if he'll take $230 million guaranteed. You know what I mean? Just big desperation. This is just fallout of the desperation that's been going on in Berea. Leaving Joe Flacco out there would have been just cruel and unusual punishment. Joe looks like you don't want to be out there. No, I don't see it as desperation. So I guess I'm spitting with Andy. It's they're trying. They don't have anything around him, man. They're putting this kid. It's like sending him to the wolves. I don't think it's so much desperation. Man, I don't know. I wouldn't call it desperation. No. So I guess I'm spit.
I think Lissandra's right. Is that the defense is elite and the offense is shit, and excluding Quinshon Judkins. And you got to do whatever you can, especially because Myles Garrett turns 30. I think in like a month or two. You got to do everything you can to try to take advantage of this right now. There is a softer part of the schedule that's coming, and I know at 1-3 everything feels infinitely far away. But if you can win one of the next two, you're at least 2-4 feels terrible. But knowing their schedule opens up beyond it feels at least attainable if you can get some type of offense.
Just a little bit. Just need a little bit of offense. All right.
I mean, even that Cam Robinson trade was desperation because that guy's bounced around so much. He's just a body, and nobody who comes to the Browns to get better.
But is he a body that's better than the practice squad?
Yeah, that other kid was a turnstile. Right. Jesus.
Yeah, that was pretty.
I could have slowed somebody down better.
Anyway, we'll see how it works out. Fortunately, we're not really going to go up against too many pass rushes as good as the Detroit Lions from this point on. So hopefully they can Get it together. Let's go. We gotta get back in this thing. All right. I'm gonna move it on to statement number 2. And Roger, I'm gonna start with you.
Oh, great.
Stephen Vogt will coach in Cleveland longer than Kenny Atkinson.
Oh, I'm chugging on that. I'm going to chug the beatbox on that. Jesus. There we go. Let me get the lid on. Oof. Yeah, that's Long Island. Hey, Long Island iced teas killed my brother. Man, that's some good stuff.
It's a dark comment.
Listen, man, we got a kid. We got a manager that was just catching a couple years ago. He's not going anywhere. You know why they love him in Cleveland too is because he's of the young ilk that understands that his lineup card is going to be handed to him at some point during the morning. You know what I mean? From the analytics office. Because I don't think there's any way a manager that thinks is, thinking about his career or his job is going to run no matter how good he was, Chase the Louder's, starting center field in an elimination baseball game. I don't think that was 100% of Stephen Vogt's call, is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And what that shows, that points to a lot of different things about the organization. But Stephen Vogt is exactly the manager that this front office, this organization wants. Tito left because Tito wanted to turn in his freaking lineup card. You know what? Who was the guy that threw out the first pitch tonight? How ironic is this? Was Lonnie Chisenhall. Lonnie Chisenhall played in the 2017 playoffs, even though he had no rehab assignment. He was not part of the 22-game win streak. And you know who didn't play was Yandy Diaz, because Tito didn't like Yandy Diaz. See, Tito wouldn't coach the Cleveland Guardians today because he wants a 100% say on what happens. Steve Vogt will be here until he's Tito's age. The NBA, your lifespan's as long as your playoff record shows, because the NBA regular season is a practice. Steve Vogt's going to be a retire. He's going to be Tito's age, riding around on a scooter, flying around on a scooter by the time he's ready to retire.
Very good.
Yes, finally.
Awesome. Nick.
I'm just going to sip on this. I guess it's a sipping game for me tonight, but I just think that both the Guardians and Cavs are organizations that consistently win, consistently do things the right way, make good decisions, have stability. So it's tough to know which manager. I feel like both organizations are set up for their coaches, managers to have a long run. And I lean more towards Vogt staying longer, but just slightly, because the NBA is such a weird situation. Like if Donovan Mitchell left and then suddenly the Cavs went in the tank, like I could see Atkinson being fired, but it doesn't seem like that's going to happen. So both teams should be competitive, and that just breeds long-term situations for both coaches.
I agree with you, Nick. I can fight that.
No, I definitely want to chug on Stephen Vogt. I think that the consistency of the organization is probably spread out more long-term. How many years did Tito manage in Cleveland?
13?
Well, 11.
Yeah, so that and that's a guy, Hall of Fame career as a manager at the end. I think that Vogt is the investment for the future. Vogt backed up his success from last year. In fact, to talk about getting Coach of the Year this year, which if we want to talk about Coach of the Year of the Browns versus Coach of the Year of the Manager of the Year, I should say, with Major League Baseball, I think Vogt is set up with basically the youth of the franchise and the constantly be able to bring up guys from AAA. Do you guys realize how many guys from the Columbus Clippers are going to make an impact? And hopefully it's even tomorrow.
They're going to win 102 games next year.
Yeah, I mean, DeLauder finally makes his major league debut today in a postseason game,
I
and then
love it.
you're gonna have Travis Bazzana join the group next year. So there's another young bat. CJ Cave has come up. So I like long term what the
Kelly.
Guardians are doing. I think the Cavs championship
Kelly.
window is a little bit smaller with Donovan Mitchell there, unless somehow, some way, Mobley can, continue to grow, continue to get better. Defensive player of the year last year. But I agree with Nick about how the NBA is. We've had Coach Lou wasn't around very long after the championship, right? So, of course, LeBron kind of tied into that, Kyrie, all that. But, I think it's easier to make the change in the NBA than it is for what the culture is built already over at Progressive Field.
The NBA is a players' league. The players run that league. They say who coaches.
There's a lot of truth in that.
Yeah, I'm just going to agree. You guys are making some great points. I'll keep this simple. The NBA, the rate of coaching changes is so much more aggressive, I think, than in baseball. Not sure on that statistic, but I believe it's sure. Both guys I love. I think they're the right guys for the teams right now. Very happy with them. But the window on the Cavs is 3 years. It feels like how they move beyond that is unclear. I think the Guardians have an enormous amount of talent coming through their system, and they have trades and they can make a lot of moves to kind of keep this thing going. And I know ownership might be changing, but there's no reason to believe that they're just the new guy's gonna come in and just immediately shove everyone out. Vogt's gonna be doing a pretty good job, I think, when that transition happens, and I think he'll be here for a long time. Plus, the Guardians they're pretty conservative with the way they make moves, so I think he'll be here for a little bit longer. Hopefully, they're both here for a long time. I'm going to chug to that.
Chug it.
Okay, let's see here. That was great answers, everyone. Thank you. Let's see what we got next.
Great round of that game we played.
Okay, we got two more here. If the Browns win this Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings, they're going to win 3 of their next 4 games, which is the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Miami Dolphins, and the New England Patriots. So they'd be entering the bye at, what is that? 5-3. Is that right? No, 4-4. I don't know. You guys do the math.
I ain't doing the math.
I'm going to start on this one. I think if they do win, the Vikings are a good football team. They're a little beat up, so I think there is a chance we can win this game, especially if Dylan Gabriel plays well, and that's what I'm banking on. If the quarterback plays better, I think the offensive line looks better. I think the receivers look better. I think that incorporates the running game, passing game a little bit better. And yes, this team could come out and win games against some good football team, but maybe not great football teams. So I'm going to say that, if we win this one, they are going to win 3 out of the next 4. So I'm chugging. I'm sorry, 2 out of the next 3, I should say. We really need Ed back. So we'd win. If we win Sunday, we're going to win 2 out of the next 3 games. I am chugging on that.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Roger, you're always a optimist for the Browns. What do you think?
What is the thing again? I got lost in all that math.
Okay, we win in London. We're going to win 2 out of the next 3 games beyond London.
This goes up against everything I want to happen this year, right? I know Nick's already mad at me because I want a 0-17. I'm not happy with 0-16. I want an 0-17 parade. I'm going to be the Grand Marshal.
We can't go 0-17 this year.
Man, I tell you. You know what?
Should we come back to
there's no way they can win. They're you know what? Minnesota's been over there so long. One of them's been knighted. And they're speaking like Madonna when she moved there. They're already speaking with a British accent. They've been over there so long. We're flying over 2 days before the game. I mean, we can't even win there. So you know what? Yes, Andy, I'm going to chug. They're going to win the next 3 games, and
holy shit,
they're going to Go to the playoffs. Chug it.
Okay. Nick.
I'm going to chug 2, and I'll tell you why.
All right.
I think if the Browns are going to beat the Vikings, Dylan Gabriel is going to have to be good. And basically, to me, if all of a sudden your quarterback starts playing well, then your defense, like your defense is already good. Quinshon Judkins is already good. If your quarterback's playing well, you have a lot of the keys to victory. And the Browns haven't won a turnover battle since Nam. And if Dylan Gabriel could finally just help them win it, because you're still okay at halftime of Browns Ravens, you're still a 1-possession game. You're still 20-10, avoiding Indy's -20 disaster for most of that game, right? And you just gave it away. You just gave it away.
Field goal to get within a touchdown that we missed.
Just gave it away. So I do think so. If you beat Minnesota, who I think is overall a good team, but will not have JJ McCarthy, I think it's because Dylan Gabriel has to have at least played good. And with good quarterback play, this defense and the running game, I think you can win. You can win some games.
All right, James.
Definitely spit on that. I mean, you're trying to rub winning next to a win at all with this team is almost impossible. Now, if you were talking maybe that come February when the Super Bowl's over and they're going to decide to play the UFL schedule, then maybe we have a chance. But other than that, this is the NFL, and there is nothing that we've been witnessing on any Sunday other than the defense's performance against the Packers. What have we lost? Like, I think the last 24 games were like 4-20. I mean, our head's just above Hugh Jackson level water on that.
It's not
and,
good.
And the front office and the coaching staff have to accept that. So that's the truth. Now, to go back what we originally talked about, can Dylan Gabriel go out and play well to make that draft pick look good, which they've already had a few look good, and help maybe save Stefanski's job? Maybe. I just don't see it. I see a total cleaning house. I don't understand why this team can't They can't put wins together within the division. And that is the toughest thing for me to take year after year, that we cannot compete with the Steelers, the Ravens, the hell now even the Bengals, even though Burrow's gone now. That as a franchise, nobody on that team outside of Myles Garrett strikes fear into anybody. Anybody. No matter if you're in the United States, you're in London, it doesn't matter. And I feel bad for London. We're giving them the Browns this week. London's given us so many great. What have they given back to us in Cleveland? A bunch of rock and roll Hall of Famers. You know, they gave us the Beatles, they gave us Led Zeppelin, and we're giving them the Browns this week. You know, we're going to score. It's going to look like football. It will, but it's going to look like soccer because we can't even score 20 fucking points.
All right, now, if we beat the Packers this Sunday, it's only a 3.5 game spread, so Vegas thinks we got a chance, and we win 2 out of the next 3 games. You will come on and chug a beatbox during a future episode of the Dog Jug?
Send it to me.
There it is.
Right.
Let's do it.
See, beatbox, baby. I started.
No, honestly, guys, my goal this year was to have about 0 expectations of this team.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if they lose. Don't be surprised if they go on a little bit of a run.
You know, I did not have a good feeling last week, so Nick was very mad at me, but I bet the Detroit Lions -20 to win that game.
I thought Andy got kidnapped.
And I won that bet. That was a horrible matchup for the Cleveland Browns. We should have all saw that coming. And they got their ass handed to them. Good news is the Green Bay Packers right now are not the Detroit Lions. So I do think we're going to come back and win this game. I'm excited for Sunday.
I hope so, man. That would if I just want to say, if the Browns do win Dylan Gabriel's first start, that would be so huge for momentum and belief and all the things that you need to be a good football team.
Yes. All right, we got one more. This is a fun one. So, James, we're going to start with you. The dog chug is worse when Ed in Columbus is off.
I mean, yeah.
Not a big chug, though. It was
Just a mild chug. Just a mild chug.
You're right.
Just a mild chug. Ed, you bring lots of great energy. You bring lots of consistency each week. Keep bringing the comedy. I'm surprised you're not live from your shitter, to be honest with you. That would be something that would be a new dog chug.
He asked
new
if he
bar,
could do that, and we checked with YouTube, and they said absolutely not. There's not a lot of defecating during.
Well, it isn't. I mean, I'm glad you at least checked in on that. That gave an opportunity for some more ratings. So, but yeah, Ed, we miss you. Colonoscopy is good for you. Hope you're going to be okay, and look forward to having you back next week. I don't watch the Browns. Watch the Guards win. Watch the Browns lose. Watch the Guards win. Win a closeout game tomorrow. Get back in here with some more content. We miss you.
All right. I make fun of Ed all the time because he's a funny guy. He's a peculiar guy. He's downright odd sometimes, but he does make the dog chug great. His energy is what we need. It's a little lifeless today. James is fortunately pulling his weight, but the rest of us, it is what it is.
Right,
so Ed, I'm chugging, man.
And I had to take a nap just to get to this level. I mean, are we feeling like AM radio a little bit tonight? Not FM? Yeah. Is that maybe where we're at?
This prick texts me. I got Henry running around. Jack practices football. I got Henry on the playground. He said, "Hey, I'm home. I'm going to take a nap before dog chug." I'm like, "Hey, good for you. Good for you, asshole."
Yep.
I'm joking. Yep. Ed, you know what, man? I did. Remember when Ed would take a night off or somebody, and I'd write a whole break Ed news in honor of him, and we didn't do that anymore. Ed, you can't duplicate what Ed brings to the dog chug. You can't do it. Ed makes dog chug great again. That's just the bottom line. Those beatbox, those are pretty strong.
Yeah,
you should not drink those.
I'm gonna chug for Ed because I love Ed. I will say, I love Ed, but not Columbus. The only city I've been to in my lifetime. And granted, I go to 4 cities a year. Okay, the only city I've ever been to in my lifetime that's worse than Columbus is Indianapolis. Wow, that's my take. Columbus is a shithole. It is not. It is as bland and lifeless and cultureless of a city as there could be. The only thing that's worse is Indianapolis. You wouldn't know you were in Columbus if you. I mean, you could drop yourself in Columbus and you wouldn't know it because it could be any city, anywhere, anytime. They're lucky they have Ohio State. The only 2 things redeeming about Columbus, Ohio are Ohio State and Columbus Brewing Company. The rest of it can go to hell.
Wow.
It's an armpit.
He compliments Ed by shitting all over his city. Well done. Well done.
Ed's from North Olmsted, Ohio. That is not.
Ed's from North Olmsted.
I mean, it says it right in his name, Ed in Columbus.
Yeah. Yeah. He's from North Olmsted.
Not Ed from North Olmsted.
Well, should get that tattooed on his taint.
I don't know why you claim Columbus over North Olmsted, honestly. Like
because
you just go to Columbus and
because then he's one of us. He wants to be able to make fun of us when we lose, but he wants to claim he's one of us when we win.
I'll take a shitty day in Cleveland over a good day in Columbus any day of my life.
And that was a
pun intended. Nick. Me too. He misses Cleveland. That's what it is.
Awful.
He misses Cleveland. He wishes he lived there.
Okay. Now, we're going to go to rapid fire. James, are you ready to go under the fire?
Ooh.
Let's go.
Okay. I have 9 questions here. You got to answer them. They're yes and no for the most part, I think. And answer within 2 seconds. I think that's how Ed does it. Here we go. Guardians will make a significant move this offseason.
Yes.
Judkins will become a top 5 NFL running back
This season?
in his career.
Yes.
Flacco will never play another snap for the Cleveland Browns.
Yes.
Watson will never play another snap for the Cleveland Browns.
Just on Madden. So, yes.
Shedeur Sanders will never play a snap for the Cleveland Browns this season.
You know that's coming. So, he's going to play.
Under Gabriel, the offense will become more vertical.
If he can stay vertical, if they can block for him, yeah.
Well, is that going to happen? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. If the Guardians lose tomorrow, this was a bust of a season.
No, absolutely not.
What would be more surprising? The Browns winning 10 games this season or only 2?
10.
And finally, what's the most annoying thing Ed does on the dog chuck?
It's the longest 2 seconds ever.
It's all right. We'll wait.
Hey,
Oh my
I took
So
God.
many things to choose from. It's hard, to pick one.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, there's so many. Is that the deal? It's
Listen,
trying to sort it through, get it through the
I'll give you
phone.
an answer. Making fun
I
of Cleveland.
took my headphones off after the second one. All right. Because remember in Family Feud when somebody went in the booth and they couldn't hear what was going on? I couldn't hear what was going on. Because after the second one, my head was ready to explode. I want to challenge James and I didn't hear after the second one, I didn't hear the rapid
All right, you
fire.
want to go under rapid fire?
I want to go under rapid fire and
Nick, can we allow
challenge.
this?
See, yeah,
I think you should allow it.
All right. Nick, how do you think James did under rapid fire?
Oh, very well. Very well. I'm proud of him.
Now,
Thank you, sir.
it took him a little bit to get his answers. I think he was pushing that 2 seconds a little bit. He asked a couple questions. You're not supposed to ask questions. Would you agree?
You know what? So I would, but you didn't give him a yes or no statement on Ed. And even
Well, the
Ed-
last one's a toss-up. You always get a little more time than the last one.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. Well, here's what I want you to do. I want you to rate who had the better rapid fire answers, okay?
Okay. All right, I'm in.
All right. And now, Roger, you already knew the first one, but I'll ask it again. Guardians will make a significant move this offseason.
no,
Judkins will become a top 5 NFL running back in his career.
no,
Flacco will never play another snap for the Cleveland Browns.
yes,
Watson will never play another snap for the Cleveland Browns.
no,
Shedeur Sanders will never play a snap for the Cleveland Browns this season.
no,
Under Dylan Gabriel, the offense will become more vertical.
yes,
If the Guardians lose tomorrow, this was a bust of a season.
no,
What would be more surprising, the Browns winning 10 games or winning only 2?
10.
And finally, what's the most annoying thing Ed does on the dog chuck?
Constantly reminding us how much work he does.
And you are off rapid fire. Good job, Roger.
I got to give it to James because I firmly believe Quinton Judkins will be a top 5 running back. I firmly believe it. Now, Roger,
A
man.
fantasy
Quinton,
football back. A fantasy football. He had 82 yards. He had 82 yards, man.
Against
Did we have
run
what's
defense.
going on?
Okay.
offense?
That's
the
108.
defense was like,
Come on, Roger. That's 182 yards behind the Dallas Cowboys Hall of Fame
The
offensive
also-
line Emmett Smith would run
defenses are
behind.
like- defenses are like, all right, let this dude run for let the buck rental. He's a buck rental, and Buckeyes. You think that he went 4 years and he got his fucking doctorate in Columbus, and he's a buck rental. He's been there 1 year, and they're praising him like he's goddamn fucking who's the running back? That went to you think that he was like the greatest running back to ever come out of Ohio State, and he's a buck rental. He was there for one season, and he had 82 yards and a touchdown. And you know why he looked so great is because his carries were 21. He had a 3.9 average, and it's fantasy football numbers. It's not the NFL numbers, man. He's a fucking average back. Average.
No,
He's
you're gonna
fraud.
regret this. You're gonna regret it. And
I'm gonna-
I don't
put
give a
this
shit that
down.
he played in Columbus. I really
Put
don't give a
this
shit.
down.
The guy
Put
can
this
play.
down with everything else I've been right about. It gets I hate being right. It gets old. I'm tired. But Andy, I'm tired of being right all the time.
All right. Well, hey, Roger,
think-
when you're
I
proven
think-
right, you can make these two people come back on and chug beatbox.
I will drink
mean-
3 of these beatboxes if this fucking kid is a top 20 running back this year.
I
We aren't
think
talking about this year, by the way. The question was in his career.
Quinshon not only. Yeah, I agree. Obviously, Roger is factual that he had 86 yards, but he had over 100 total yards. He is the only.
He had 113
thing-
actually altogether with receiving yards, all-purpose yards.
So he's the only good thing going offensively right now in a completely non-existent pass game.
Right,
I
but
think
we're
he's
acting
making-
like he's gonna go. There's Stitch's gold jacket for him. Somebody's got his.
I'm not
measuring his
stitching.
fucking
I'm not
sleeves.
stitching a gold jacket.
No way.
For him, but all I'm saying is that he is succeeding despite complete failure around him. And I think he looks really good. Man, he had no preseason, no games, no nothing. And he's just stepped off and just done
He's
what
a
he
running back,
do.
Nick. Just hand the ball, run to the left. That's not that hard. You don't have to be a rocket fucking scientist.
There's a whole lot of running backs. There's a
Any
whole lot of
two
running backs
morons
make
can
it look
run
hard.
into each other and knock each other down. That's what I always say.
Okay.
Football's for
And we haven't. Hey, we haven't.
Neanderthals.
He had run in with the law too, and actually after his run in with the law, actually came to his job and actually performed. That
Which-
doesn't usually happen.
I gotta
Eddie
commend
George.
him.
I love Eddie George was a beast, Ed. Eddie George is a beast. Eddie George is my age, isn't
We'll
he?
see,
He's like
man.
gotta
We'll
be
see.
56 years old for God's sakes.
I really think it's going to be interesting to see what the run game looks like if they can get any type of functional pass game.
I think it's more, you know what, without joking around, the offensive line in front of them.
Yeah.
You know, you're putting a lot on these backs. I actually like the other kid looked really good in the first game.
Still
But look
insane.
who they're running behind. Look who they're trying to run behind with the offensive line, man. Did you see Joe Batonio whip on that block that my son, 10-year-old Jack, knows how to fucking trap block better? Yeah, they're running behind a bad offensive line. So you
They're
know
all
what?
old,
Maybe
man.
him
They're
getting
all
82 yards behind that offensive line is an achievement. I don't know, man. I hate
Yeah,
the
it should
Cleveland
be.
Browns.
Think about the defense playing up too, because we're not even stretching the field.
I feel so bad for the defense. You know what? We're elite at every level. Grant Delpit is the unsung hero of the defense. Grant Delpit is on every fucking
I hate
tackle.
Columbus,
He's all
too.
over the goddamn field. We're elite at every level, but it's only going to last for another 2 or 3 games where they're going to be like, we can't keep doing this. They're going to be beat up. They're going to be worn. You said today earlier that Myles Garrett's the only guy that strikes fear in anybody. Denzel Ward also does. And the defensive coordinators and offensive, you know, when they're trying to game plan, they know where Denzel Ward's going to be too, because he's a fucking beast too.
And one play away from retirement.
Because
Yeah,
just
man,
so
it's
just so we're all on the same page. Now, James, no pressure on you, bud. Okay.
All right.
But last week we were 4 of 5 in the pickup, in which Andy made fun of me for picking Seattle. What does he know? But he made
You're
fun
right.
of me. I was easily correct. Easily correct.
I should have made fun of Lana, that bitch. She fucked us.
Lana,
Buffalo
she
Bills.
screwed us again.
And she took cold hard cash. Nick and I were going to go buy tickets to go see the Guardians tomorrow. We could have used this money, but she stole that opportunity from us. What a
Which
horrible,
Andy, I'm sorry, I cannot.
vile human being.
Andy
Oh,
asked me to
he's
go
so
tomorrow, and I cannot, and I'm sorry.
Well, it's because of Lana. So I'm gonna punch her in in the face next time I see her. That's horrible.
Hmm.
Damn.
Lana, I'm sorry. I love you, but that was a just disgusting pick. What is wrong with you? How dare you? You blew it for us. We needed that money. I'm going through a lawsuit right now. Are you kidding me? That's fucked up.
With the contractor?
We'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get into the details, Nick. I'm just putting it out there. Going through a
Sorry.
lawsuit.
It's kind of weird that
Oh,
transition.
He's got lawyer fees.
Did we transition from Quincy Judkins to punching a
Lana's
woman in the
pick?
face?
We got to do our picks.
I'm sorry, Lon. I don't want to punch you in the face. I just kind of want to like smack you in the back of the head.
No,
Like,
you know what,
Sorry.
man? With the Junkins thing, man, it's like Monday morning. It's like I'm looking at like Twitter, and there's articles about it. Just man, that's the best thing that I want people that have the platform to start putting the fucking front office and ownership to task. And this isn't fucking good enough. This is not fucking
Yep.
good enough. Now blow smoke up our ass about how good Andrew Barry is fucking packing the lifeboats with the fucking after he hit the fucking iceberg. You know what I mean? Just that's why everybody, New York media, this New York, because they put the owners to fucking task and they say this is fucking garbage and we won't stand for it. But you have people writing articles about how glorious Andrew Barry is fucking mopping up his disaster. I'm tired of it. I'm done with it. I want 0-17. I want them out of here. I want it all fucking cleared out. Stefanski and all of them gone.
Okay.
That's, you know what? Lana lost a bet, and now I'm Stefanski. I'm 100% against Stefanski now because she lost a bet for us. You know about that?
You
You
right
were
there,
already
man.
against Fancy before. Lana had anything to do with that. Stop it. You're just embarrassing yourself. And he's clearly going to be a top 20 back. So when he's proven to be anywhere close to that, you're going to come on and chug a beatbox.
I'll get 3 beatboxes.
All right, fair enough. All right, we're gonna do our final bet. We're a little over tonight. We're gonna do our pick 'em. We're all gonna pick NFL or college games against the spread. If we get all 5 right, we're gonna win some cold hard cash. The good news is we don't have that stupid imbecile Lana here to make the horrible pick. We actually have a chance to get this right. So thank you for not doing the show, Lana, so you didn't sabotage all of our efforts. Because we all put the work in and we got all of our picks right, and you failed.
This is how we see if show
I
members
know-
watch the shows.
I know Stefanski, you're a big fan of his. He benched Flacco, and I'm just telling you right now, I'm benching you. You bitch.
This is how we see if
Wow. Yeah.
Lana.
this is how we see if shoot. This is like putting the $100 bill in the playbook and giving it to the players, like at draft day.
Man,
We'll
we're
see
going
if
like
she watches this.
I'm very
We'll see if she
competitive.
watches the show all the way to the end.
yeah.
Lana, I promise you, when like Nick fails, I'm going to give him equal horrible treatment. And
It's,
if I fail, I'm
All
going to kill myself. And I'm not
Start-
actually going to do that. You shouldn't make jokes about suicide, but I actually am going to kill myself.
man, this is like Real Housewives of Medina County, man. Like I don't know where this is all going, but damn.
I'm in a dark place. Anyway,
All right.
here's what we're going to do. We're going to get started. James, you're the guest. So I want you to take any NFL team, any college team. I can give you the spread if you want, and we'll pick one. If we get them all right, we're going to get some cold, hard cash. I'm going to Venmo you, PayPal you, whatever you want, your portion of the prize pool.
Let's go with the Florida State Seminoles.
Okay, Florida State is getting 4.5 against Miami, and not
That-
the Ohio, the good one. All right.
That is a beautiful number to take. I will take the points. I will take the Seminoles bouncing back at Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee against a Miami team that has bounced back as a group and as a team, their coaching staff, Carson Beck. So they're playing better, but it's time to get them back to reality a little bit too. I expect Florida State to bounce back, win this football game. So take the points with the Seminoles.
They are taken, and thank you for that. Before we move on, we need 5 picks. So Ed went ahead from the shitter. He picked Ohio State to cover against Minnesota. It's kind of his move this season is to always take Ohio State, but so far it's working out. So we'll hope it keeps working, or he'll be in the Lana doghouse. Roger.
Well, seeing as I don't want you to go on a rant about me like you did Lana for losing the game, I think I'm going to go ahead and take the New York Giants. What's the spread in the Giants game?
Let's find
They're
out.
playing the Saints, and they're in New Orleans, right?
Like that.
It is okay. It's Sunday game. They are getting 1.5 points. So if they lose by 1, we win.
I want the Giants.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that pick. I like that pick a lot. Jackson Dart Hive, stand up.
All right,
Good
Nick,
pick,
do you want to
Jackson
take
Dart,
the Giants
baby.
from Roger, and I make Roger pick another one?
No. I'm going back to the well I lost. Now I'll be honest with the audience right now. I'm going back to the well I lost my ass on last weekend. But I am going to the Los Angeles Chargers -3 at home against Commanders. Jaden Daniels is coming off injury. Justin Herbert's on an MVP pace. I don't know what the hell happened against the Giants last week, but I believe in the Chargers.
Giants.
I believe in Harbaugh. I believe in what they're doing there. Chargers are a great team. They're going to kick Washington Commanders' ass.
Bolt up, baby. Bolt up.
All right.
I won't bet with my
Nick,
heart,
I got you
Nick.
down.
That's what I wanted. I love you, Nick Carnes.
I'm gonna
Bolt up, baby.
a little risky what I'm doing because I'm gonna pick a earlier game, and if I blow this, all the attention is gonna be on me because I blew it.
And we're going to yell at you, just so you know.
And I deserve it because I pointed out, what a horrible person Lana is. But I'm gonna take South Florida against Charlotte Friday night. They are 27.5. They got to win by 4 touchdowns, and I think they're going to win by 5.
Jesus.
And he's coming up with the most obscure bets.
Well, whatever works. You know what I mean? And with that, we got our 5 bets. So go ahead. Anyone in the audience, go ahead and bet those. If you could parlay them, you're going to win 5 games. You're going to win a lot of money. So you should just go ahead and do that and thank me later. We don't have Lana on, so we're not going to blow it this week.
This is the greatest pool never won.
Well, we're going to win this week. It's going to be our first
This
time.
week we're going to win, baby. I feel it.
And James,
I feel
I'm
it. It's a good
so
bet.
excited to share the winning experience with you because a lot of times we have,
Yes.
people that are kind of schmucky guests, and you're a good dude. So I want
I appreciate that. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
with that. Let's see. So, James, you have great takes, great opinions. How do you see this game going on Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings? They might not have their quarterback. They might not have their starting right tackle. Their center was evaluated for concussion. I don't know how that went, but how do you see this game going? Is it going to be the typical shit show we've been watching against Baltimore and Detroit, or are we just going to hang around and do something crazy late in the game? What do you think?
Well, if you remember from watching Austin Powers and how bad the dental hygiene is over there, and I really think that we're going to see the dental hygiene version of football over there with our Cleveland Browns. I want to apologize to our friends and fans over there that we're probably going to see more bad football. But we keep watching, right? Doesn't matter what continent, doesn't matter what time of day. If we get a early morning Sunday game, 1 o'clock game, if we actually get a primetime game at one point, 4 o'clock games, it don't matter. We keep watching, but unfortunately, what we put out there to be a fan of week in and week out, we as fans deserve better. What we sent over there to represent Cleveland and our fan base, it's just it's going to be, it is what it is for this season, and it's not going to be a winning season. That's nothing to write home about. I think we all know that. If you guys are optimistic about it, fine. Like I said, I don't have any expectations. If they somehow pull out a win because Dylan Gabriel does play lights out in his first game, so be it. But until we start winning turnover battles, we're definitely going to be in the shitter.
No pun intended, Ed in Columbus. All right. I love that. I respect it. Now I noticed you didn't take the Minnesota Vikings as your pick in the pool, so you obviously don't think it that passionately, but I do understand where you're coming from, and I love it. So let's get the win anyway, and let's make sure we take care of business tomorrow, because otherwise Roger's going to be on suicide alert along with Chuck. That's not good. But with that, hey, it was a great show. Ed, we miss you. It was a
Miss you, Ed.
mediocre show.
Love
So
you.
we'll be back next
Yep.
week.
Good luck, Ed.
And go Browns, go Guards. Drink them if you got 'em.
Go Gars.